Hello, my beloved. Our moon is half waning in Sagittarius, moving towards our new moon next week. And this is a beautiful little wand that one of my friends gifted me. She crafted it and gifted me this lovely wand. Yeah, I have been feeling like doing nothing the past few weeks, and it's so funny because I have been like, I thought maybe it was just because my bleed was coming, and during my bleed I often feel a little like cave-ish. And then I did this. I was gifted this beautiful 13 Sacred Nights Oracle deck from a woman that I attended her birth years ago, and I was gifted that deck this last winter right before sort of these like 13 Sacred Nights, which happened at the beginning of the year. And one of the practices is to choose a card from this deck to represent like each month, and I chose Bear. So there's of course 12, so then the 12 months, right? And I chose Bear 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. And March is one of my Bear months, which of course is like all about like coming in and seeking the wisdom within and being in sort of like cave mode. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because at first I was like, almost spring, like I should, you know, part of me thinks I should be out and about, but then this other part of me was like, no, I want to like hunker down and have more alone time. And so that is what I've been doing, and it's been feeling so good. And seeing that I chose Bear for my March month just made me feel like, oh, that like makes so much sense. And April is a dolphin month, which is a totally different sort of energy, and I imagine that will also be wonderful and come on out and a whole different kind of energy. So it's helped me to acknowledge that the Bear month, and it also feels so in alignment with how I'm feeling, so that feels incredible and good. Okay, so I obviously haven't chosen the cards yet. I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle today by Adriana Ayales. Yeah, I'm curious what sort of words of encouragement from the Great Ma, from Universe, from Goddess or God, or however you refer to that which is greater than us. And let's see. It's so funny. I get sort of nervous about pulling from these cards, even though I know a lot of the herbs. If I choose a card that I don't know that herb very well, it makes me feel like, but there's always lots to talk about, but it makes me feel a little self-conscious, like I should know the herb, which I don't. So that's okay. Card here is Arnica 33. That's so fun because yeah, if you didn't know, on the full moon last week with also the lunar eclipse, happened at 3:33 a.m. and it was on March 3rd. Like the numbers were just so perfect, right? Like I love it. Echinacea, Destiny. Ooh, with that snake there. Yep, and number 30. Okay, let's choose one more card here. And Amanita 42, Conduit. I remember the first time I saw an Amanita mushroom in the flesh. I lived in Seattle at the time. I had only ever like seen pictures of these. I remember in grade school, we did a little project where we had a piece of bark and we made these little clay mushrooms, and they instructed them to paint them like these Amanita mushrooms. They were like a mushroom of fantasy and fairy tale. And then when I actually saw them for the first time, I was mesmerized. I had my like fancy camera with me, or maybe I went and got it, but I took a bunch of pictures of these 3 Amanita mushrooms, and that has I have a very distinct memory. And I did go looking for the photos. I know I have them somewhere. I found one of them or 2 of them the other day, but not all of the ones that I took. Okay, so Arnica 33, Teacher. I love this. It's like wolf, and in the mountain, she's making these potions, this medicine. Arnica is wonderful for pain, is what it's used for most often. I love how this is speaking to Arnica being a teacher. And I also believe that we're all teachers in our own ways about different subjects, right? Like I am super passionate about birth, death, mediumship, mothering, being outside, herbs, being in sync with the cycles. So those topics I could teach and talk on for what feels like forever. You know, if you don't know much about it, you want to ask me some questions, yeah, come ask me about birth and death and dying and grief, and I could like tell you way more than you probably want to know. So I feel like this is a card for you and for me, this remembering that we're all teachers in our own right, in our own ways, that we each of us have skills and things that we excel in and that we learn without really trying. You know, like me as a kid, I was reading the parenting magazines at the pediatrician's office when I was a child and was always seeking books and information. I didn't see it as a chore or something that I had to do. It was just something I wanted to do, and I was excited to learn about birth and babies and such. So yes, it can be good to learn things that we're not that excited about, but what in your life do you feel like you're just a natural teacher at? And can you lean into that a little bit more this week or this month or this year, however you're feeling? Because it's your destiny. It's your destiny. It's written in the stars. I believe that we all have this soul's calling, this soul path, this destiny energy that is pulling us forward, and that it will keep, I love this circle, right? Because our destiny keeps circling back around. Like if you try to ignore your destiny, it will come back around. You can push it off for some time, but your destiny will always find you. So I feel like this is sort of, in a way, this is encouragement and remembering that your destiny is not gonna like pass you by. And you also have a choice to reach out and grab it right then. Or maybe you're like, oh, I can't do that right now. And both are okay. We have our divine free will in this world. And 42, Amanita, conduit. I believe that we are all conduits of the divine, of the great Ma. We all have the ability to speak to spirit guides and to our loved ones that are no longer earthside. We are conduits for the energy of love, for the power, we have so much more access to the divine than we realize. And someone recently described it as like an aperture. So like the aperture of a camera. And sorry if I said this last week, but it's been on my mind and this card is bringing it up again. That it's just like turning on a faucet or opening the window, right? Like a circular window. If you have it closed off and you're not open to receiving messages, from receiving support, from speaking to ancestors, then you're not gonna, right? Like if you're all closed off, it's not gonna happen. But if you open it just a little bit, you'll receive. And if you open it more and more, and the more open you can be to the divine and your well radiant ancestors, the more downloads, the more messages, the more encouragement, the more synchronicities you're gonna see in your life. So I feel like this is just such a beautiful reminder that you are a conduit to the divine, to the great Ma, to the eternal love, the infinite love energy that is available to you at any given moment. You are a conduit and you can receive it, and you can also channel that love to certain parts of your body, or maybe to other people or to plants if you so choose. So to circle back, remember you are a teacher, that you have multiple things that you are excellent at and that you can share with the world, and the world needs your specific, unique medicine, your teacher medicine, for you to share what really lights you up. And your destiny will not pass you by. It will not forsake you. If you choose not to take a certain path at a certain time, that's okay. Like your destiny will circle back and you will have more opportunities. It circles back just like this circular snake here. So don't be discouraged. Your destiny will unfold. I don't know what else to say. And Amanita, conduit, you are a beautiful divine conduit. And if you are feeling like you're lacking in love a bit today, just remember to open your spirit, open your heart, open your soul to receive the love that is there for you every second of every single day. Mwah!